And 58 years later, it still had a control over me. It still had a control over me in my life. I was trying to outperform the self-image. I was trying to, coming from a relationship of just feeling like I was going to be rejected on the inside. It wasn't what I knew. It didn't matter how smart I was, how accomplished I am, all the things that I've done, how people look at me and they go, you can have whatever you want. It's how
Hmm.
I felt about myself that was still there. And I had this awareness. I'm like, this isn't who I am. I was lied to. I was born in a lie. I was born in this lie of events that at all costs, and this is really a great example of this programming. There was stuff going on in this home and it was painted, by my father and by, you know, initially just he didn't want my mother to believe that she could leave. He didn't want my mother to believe that she for her to believe that she was stupid, that she couldn't live without him, that she couldn't leave, and that anger and that frustration kept her stuck, and she was part of this thing. And I can't imagine, just how she lived and how painful that was, and just going through that with her and her children and all of that. And I could just see that the whole thing was a lie. I'm like, oh my God, it was a lie. I was a lie. I was
Oh,
completely, this isn't even who I am. I'm living in this
yes.
world for 59 years. This isn't even
Wow.
who I am.